Today is a big day in hometown. It's the festival, but more importantly, it's Susie and Noelle's first date. So first things first, we're stopping by Castletown to play dress up. It's the perfect outfit for a perfect day. At the festival, there's cinnamon rolls, a Ferris wheel, teacup, and more. Susie and Noelle have tons of fun, and Chris is just kind of there the whole time. It's a very endearing day, and it winds down with Noelle and Susie sharing a special moment alone at the lake. That is until... Noelle gets a call that her dad is hurt, so she runs off while Susie is away and before the two get a chance to share their true feelings. Susie and Chris follow after, but when they stop at Asgore's flower shop for Susie to get a present for Noelle, trouble strikes. In the few moments that Chris is alone, they rip out their soul and open a dark fountain in the shop. Susie steps out just in time for it to appear behind her. Without thinking, she jumps into action, and the two of them are welcomed by... yeah, so this is...
It's me, Flowery.
Yeah, Flowery. So apparently, Flowery and Asgore...
Your dad's my best friend.
Uh-huh. You got anything else to say, buddy?
Hey guys, I think I found a glue.
Ideally, the fun gang would get Asgore out of the Dark World entirely, but Flowery's keeping him totally preoccupied. There's even this bit at the diner where Flowery actively prevents us from getting his attention. So I guess we're left to wander the Japanese countryside in search of the Dark Fountain. There's a pensiveness about this place that encourages us to reflect on the journey so far and really consider what's coming ahead.
Here I come, San Francisco!
There's something about this guy, like, why does Flowery have max health? He knows way more than he's letting on. I guess, to be fair, Rousey gives that same energy too, but at least we can get some info out of him.
Susie, look around you. We're in a video game, and the globalists have the Steam controller. You can take back Player 1 with my official Deltarune supplements. Order now at Deltarune.com.
Anyways, this place is weird, so I'm out of here, guys. So eventually we stumble into our first proper boss fight, and it's with a small blue child. She's definitely working with and for someone, but for now... Our prize is the feather that transforms turn-based games into a platformer. Very neat. Asgore is very interested in the Dark Fountain for some reason. Like, did Flowery tell him about it, or is there more to that? Before we get the chance to ask, Flowery magically whisks him away from us and off to the Dark Fountain's castle. Bye. So we take the scenic route to the castle through the mountains, where we run into that blue child Aqua and her friend Seth. They briefly mention working with Flowery to make the ideal world for Asgore, whatever that means, and then we kick their asses in a new platforming style battle. Eventually, we make it to the castle, just in time to see Asgore himself. Oh, hey buddy, you need to get to safety. Let's get you out of here. Oh, okay. So Chris and Susie have to re-enter the Dark World from the OSHA-compliant side entrance, only to land in prison. Wait. Wrong chapter. Oh, hold on. I got this. Hold on. Anyways, Seth and Aqua come to our rescue. Kind of. Seth ends up letting us out, but it's revealed that Chris made a deal with them before the Dark World was made for Seth to help us out if we ever needed it. It really makes you wonder about the Chris that we don't see. Anyways, to proceed, we have to go on some side quests in the castle. Along the way, we run into the rest of the 6 colored flowers that were in Asgore's flower store, who are now animated beings in the Dark World. The flowers are a reference to the 6 souls from Undertale that each represent a certain human character trait, which is a through line that kind of continues to apply here with the flowers' personalities, and which might have some greater implications in the relationship between both Deltarune and Undertale as a separate but connected entities, but I'm not getting into that all right now. The flowers, so we've already met Aqua and Seth. We ran into Green in the diner earlier, but we get properly introduced now when they give us some cheese. Very cool, thanks. We also meet Yellow again, this time by accidentally convincing him to unalive himself in Minecraft. We stop him the first couple times, but, oh, that's Blue, by the way, Yellow's lover. And it turns out Yellow's fine, by the way. But Blue doesn't really like that we tricked Yellow, so we end up fighting. But in the end, it makes their connection stronger or something, so it's all good. It's all good. There's also Orange, the most rat-like human we've seen yet. We bully the hell out of them for being short, I guess. And finally, there's Pink. Wait. Don't we already have all 6 flowers? Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, no. No. While navigating the castle, we also get some glimpses into Asgore's mind. First, he's really quite rude to all the flowers, like he's mean. They all just want to give back some of the happiness and love that he showed them over the years, but he is not having it. He rejects every single one of their advances. Just total typical divorced dad energy. He has one single interest, the Dark Fountain. We learn that before today, he has actually already experienced a different Dark Fountain. It's heavily implied that the accident in the past, the reason he's no longer in the police force, as well as possibly why Noel's sibling Des has disappeared, is all related to that Dark Fountain event. And, oh yeah, and we visit an onsen. Here we can hang out with Rousey, and he basically tells Chris that he knows that they're making Dark Worlds and to knock it off, but with love. The two of them both are definitely keeping a lot of secrets still, and maybe someday we'll learn more, but not right now. Anyways, we make it up to the top of the castle for one final boss rush. All 6 of the flowers team up and try to stop us in vain before our final showdown with Flowery. We fight our way up to the tippy top of the castle, blow for blow, until it's just Flowery and Chris left. The two go all out until neither can fight anymore. It's at this moment that Asgore finally realizes that his ambitions have caused all of this. His obsession with the Dark Fountain has physically hurt his child Chris, and over the prior years he's caused insurmountable damage to his loved ones in the Light World. And all over something that nobody else blamed him for. He decides it's over. He decisively tells Flowery that it's time to leave this place behind. Saddened that the flowers were not able to fully return the love Asgore has given them, but grateful for the opportunity to have tried, they revert to their original forms one by one with each goodbye, giving up the sentience they were blessed with. We say our final goodbye to Flowery and close the portal to this Dark World for good. Huh? Wait, we're still in the Dark World? Wait, but that means the Roaring Knight grabs Asgore in the blink of an eye, but Flowery jumps into action to stop them. At first, it seems he does major damage to the Knight, but it shrugs off Flowery's fake stats, and then the Knight gets away. The healing spells don't work. The flower's caretaker is gone. With his dying breaths, Flowery warns Susie and Chris of worse things to come, of a great evil lurking under their town that they will inevitably have to face. And then, he's gone. Chris closes the Dark Fountain and seals the world away. But at what cost? More loss, another abduction, and a conspiracy no closer to being unraveled. Back in the real world, Susie runs off to find tape to patch up the flower that's been split in half. Meanwhile, Chris rummages through the displaced soil and finds a mysterious seed packet and a code for the shelter, hidden by Asgore years ago. Chris starts to tear it up, but Susie returns in the nick of time to see the code herself, still unknowing of Chris's ulterior motives. They patch up Flowery the best they can and head home. Crumbs, but still some progress. On the walk, Susie confides that they can't save the day alone. They need someone else, Noel. Tomorrow, Susie will bring her into the fold. After departing to Castletown, Susie starts to put together the welcome celebration, surrounded by the community and love she herself helped cultivate. Chris stands outside, solemn and alone, their intent ever unclear.